Are you ready for the VAT changes in 2011? From the 4th of January 2011, the standard VAT rate will change from 17.5% to 20%. The information and advice within this session is not definitive and should be used in conjunction with the documentation we have previously provided you. You should also review the information by the HMRC. The information can be found in the above website. Invoices raised from the 4th of January onwards will need to have the new rate applied to them. You may need to be able to enter in transactions at the old 17.5% rate in order that you can correctly post older purchase invoices into your system or correctly create credit notes for older 17.5% invoices. Access's recommendation is to change the existing VAT rates that are currently set to 17.5% to 20%. Additionally, where you need to post transactions at the older 17.5% rate, you will need to create a new VAT rate to enable this posting. We recommend that you test this change on a copy of your live data as soon as possible. The live change should be made on the 4th of January before you commence processing, and you must ensure that all users are out of the system. Pre-changeover backups. You must take a backup of your data prior to making the VAT rate changes on the 4th of January and retain this backup for audit and reference purposes. You should also make a note of your last nominal ledger audit number that you used prior to the change by printing the audit trail. The audit trail is designed to log every transaction entered in the system by audit number order. If you've never run this report before, it may take a long time to display. To run the report, go to your nominal ledger, transactions, journal reports and audit. Select to send to screen and click the green tick. Once the report is produced, scroll down towards the last page and make a note of your last audit number. If you wish to clear this report down, close the window, select the printer option, click OK and click the green tick to print. You will be presented with the following message. Simply click the Yes button and this will update the report and clear it down. VAT return. Please print off and retain your VAT return as at the 31st of December. To do this, go to System Control, VAT, VAT Return, Print, select a screen and enter the period range up to the 31st December. Click the green tick and the yes to produce a summary VAT return which includes your 17.5% transactions. To print, click the P in the corner, select Print Report, choose your required printer and click the OK to print. When you come to produce your VAT return, if it straddles the changeover date, it will include transactions at both 20% and 17.5%. If you have not upgraded to the 250 family, then the supporting transaction reports will only be able to display the text 20% when referencing the rate. Modified systems. If you currently run modifications or have third-party systems integrating into your accounts, we highly recommend that you test the VAT change procedure as soon as possible on a standalone machine with the account software, your modifications or integration against a copy of your live database. For more information on how to do this, please contact the support team. How to make the VAT changes. You must invoice all December sales invoices by the end of December before raising any sales orders or invoices for January. You will need to log in as a user that has access to system control and ensure that there are no users in the system. Go to System Control, VAT, VAT Rates, and highlight your existing standard rate. Click on Edit Mode and change the rate to 20% and click the green tick or the Save button to save. Now highlight a VAT code in the list from 2 to 7 that isn't currently being used. In this case we will select rate code 3. Click on Edit and change the rate to 17.5% and the description to Old Standard Rate. Again, click the green tick or the Save button to save your changes. You should end up with a VAT code for 20% and a VAT code for the old rate of 17.5%. This old rate will be used for posting invoices from suppliers that feature the old rate and for raising credit notes that relate to invoices with the old VAT transactions. If you use any other 17.5% rates, for example EU transactions, you will need to apply the same process for each of these codes and update them to 20%. For example, highlight the relevant VAT rate, click on Edit Mode, change to 20% and click the green tick or the Save button to save your changes. If you wish to set up an additional 17.5% code to cater for older EU acquisitions, you will need to create a new code at the bottom of the list. We are going to create a new rate called B. Click on Edit Mode, select a blank entry at the bottom of the list, enter in the name of the rate, the value, for example 17.5%, and a description, for example pre-2011 acquisition tax. You must ensure that you select the correct category of VAT for EU treatment. Again, click the green tick or the Save button to save your changes. If you already have sales orders or purchase orders in the batch that were entered prior to changing the rate on the VAT code 1, then they will still have the old VAT value on them. If the sales order should have the new rate of 20% VAT and the recalculated VAT value, then you will need to edit the order lines to reselect the VAT code from the VAT list and tab off to recalculate the VAT amount. Click the green tick or the Save button to save your changes. Alternatively, if you have multiple sales orders or purchase orders in the batch that require the update to 20%, there is now a routine available. To view the routine, go to System Control, Data Utilities, VAT Utilities, and select Recalculate Batched Transactions. Click Yes to continue. Please ensure it reflects the correct rate, 20%, and then click the green tick to continue. You will receive a warning which tells you the transactions that it is going to recalculate and the criteria of the VAT codes it's looking for. You can see here it's going to update existing batched transactions that reference a code 1 11A, R, V, U or X to 20%. Please ensure that you have updated these rates prior to running this routine. Click the Yes button to run the routine and click OK to the message received. If we now go back to our batch sales orders or purchase orders, the rate will have been updated to reference our new VAT rate and new VAT value. If you require any further assistance with the VAT rate change, please contact support or review the documentation we have provided you.